Hello and welcome to English Fast Room. I'm Anna.
And I'm Tom. Thanks for joining us today.
So Tom, quick question. Have you ever been stuck in an elevator with a stranger and it's completely silent and your brain is screaming, say something, anything?
Oh my God, yes. That awkward energy. You're just staring at the floor numbers like your life depends on it.
Exactly. And that's what we're talking about today. Small talk. How to have those little conversations that make life less awkward.
Perfect. Let's do it. So, I have to admit something. I used to be terrible at small talk. Just really, really bad.
Really? But you're so chatty now.
I know, but it took practice. When I was younger, someone would say, nice weather today. And I would just say, yes. And then silence.
Just yes. No follow-up.
Nothing. My brain would completely freeze. And inside I was thinking, Tom, say something else. Keep the conversation going. But my mouth just stopped.
I can actually picture that. You standing there looking uncomfortable, waiting for the elevator doors to open.
That was my daily life. Lily actually helped me a lot. She's so naturally good with people. She can talk to anyone. The cashier, the bus driver, random people at parties.
Some people just have that gift.
They really do. And she taught me that small talk isn't about being interesting. It's about making the other person feel comfortable.
Ooh, that's a great way to think about it.
Right? It's not a performance. It's just connection, even a tiny one.
For me, I grew up in a culture where small talk was everywhere. My parents always chatted with the neighbors, the mailman, everyone.
So it's natural for you?
Mostly, but I still have moments where I don't know what to say. Like when someone tells me something and I'm not sure if I should give advice or just listen.
The classic dilemma. Do I fix the problem or just nod?
Exactly. So today, we're going to explore all of this. How to start small talk, how to keep it going, and how to end it without being awkward.
Because ending a conversation can be just as hard as starting one.
So true.
Okay, let's start with the basics. Anna, what exactly is small talk?
Small talk is casual conversation about unimportant topics. It's light, it's easy, it's not deep or personal.
So it's the opposite of like, tell me your biggest fear.
Yes, please don't start with that.
Got it. No existential questions in the elevator.
Small talk is things like the weather, how your day's going, what you did on the weekend, safe topics that anyone can talk about.
But why do we even do it? Like, what's the point?
Great question. Small talk builds, I would say it builds a bridge. It's how we test the water with new people.
Test the water. I like that. So you're checking if this person is friendly before you go deeper.
Exactly. And it also fills silence, which humans find uncomfortable.
Oh, I definitely find silence uncomfortable. Especially with strangers.
Most people do. That's why we invented small talk. It's social glue.
Social glue. That's a good metaphor. Okay, so how do you actually start? Like, what are the magic words?
There's no magic, but there are patterns. The easiest way is to comment on something you both can see or experience.
Like what?
Like the environment. If you're at a coffee shop, you might say, wow, it's really busy today. Or if it's raining outside, can you believe this weather?
So you're just stating the obvious.
Kind of, but that's okay. The other person knows you're opening a door for conversation.
What if they just say, yeah, and nothing else?
Then you follow up with a question. Like, are you from around here? Does it rain like this a lot? Or what are you ordering today?
Questions keep it going.
Yes. Questions are your best friend in small talk. They show you're interested and they give the other person something to talk about.
I've noticed that Lily always asks, so what brings you here? When we're at events.
Perfect example. It's open-ended. The person can answer any way they want.
Open-ended questions, not yes or no questions.
Right. Compare, are you having fun? With, what's been the best part of your day?
Oh, the second one gives them so much more to work with.
Exactly.
So we've talked about starting small talk, but I'm curious, does small talk change depending on where you are?
Absolutely. The setting really matters. The coffee shop is different from the elevator, which is different from a work event.
Let's start with the hardest one for me, the elevator.
The classic awkward space. Okay. Elevator small talk is super short. You only have maybe 30 seconds to a minute.
So what do you do in that time?
Keep it simple. Comment on the weather. Can you believe how cold it is today? Or something about the building. Busy morning, huh?
And then the doors open and you're free.
Exactly. The goal isn't a deep conversation, it's just making the silence less uncomfortable.
What about coffee shops? That's where I do most of my work.
Coffee shops are interesting because people are usually doing their own thing, so you have to read the room first.
Reading the room. What does that mean exactly?
It means paying attention to signals. If someone has headphones in and is staring at their laptop, they probably don't want to chat. But if someone is looking around, smiling, or waiting for their order, they might be open to it.
So, like at your coffee shop. I remember you mentioned the barista knows your order by heart.
Yes, Jamie at Extracto. Service workers often enjoy brief, friendly interactions. It makes their day better. You can say, "How's your day going?" Or, "It's so busy in here today."
What about work situations, like when you're at a conference or a networking event?
Work small talk is a bit more structured. People expect it. You already have something in common. The event, the industry, the company.
So you might say, "What brings you to this conference?"
Exactly. Or, "Have you been to this event before? Which sessions are you looking forward to?" The work context gives you built-in topics.
That actually sounds easier than random small talk.
It is in some ways, but there's also more pressure because it might lead to professional connections.
So you want to make a good impression.
Right. Be friendly, but professional, and always have a business card or a way for people to find you after.
I'm getting better at that. Lily taught me to always have my website ready to share.
Smart. Every situation is a little different, but the basics are the same. Be friendly, be curious, and pay attention to the other person's signals.
What are some safe topics, like things that won't offend anyone?
The classic safe topics are weather, work, weekends, and travel.
The 4 W's.
I didn't even notice that. But yes, what do you do for work? Do you have any plans for the weekend? Have you traveled anywhere fun recently?
Those are all pretty neutral.
They are. And here's a trick. You can also compliment something, like, "I love your bag. Where did you get it?" Or, "That coffee looks amazing. What is it?"
So compliments can open doors too.
Definitely. People like to feel noticed. Just keep it genuine.
What do you mean by genuine?
I mean, don't compliment just to compliment. If you say, "Nice shoes," but you're not even looking at their shoes, it feels fake. People can sense that.
So actually mean what you say.
Yes. And here's another tip. After a compliment, ask a question. "I love your jacket. Is it vintage?" Now you've opened a conversation.
That's clever. It gives them something to talk about.
Exactly. You're not putting them on the spot. You're inviting them to share.
What about topics to avoid?
The big 3. Politics, religion, and money.
Even with people you know?
Especially at the beginning. Those topics can create conflict, and small talk is supposed to be light and comfortable.
Makes sense. Save the debate for closer friends.
Exactly. Also, be careful with very personal questions. Are you married? Do you have kids? How much is your rent? These can be sensitive.
I've definitely made that mistake. Asked someone when they're having kids and they got really quiet.
Yeah, you never know what someone is going through. That question can be really painful for some people.
Lesson learned. I felt terrible afterward.
That's okay. We all make mistakes. The important thing is to be aware and try to be more sensitive next time.
So stick to the 4 W's and I'll be safe.
Mostly. But also, don't just fire questions at people. Share something about yourself, too. Make it a conversation, not an interview.
Okay, so you've started small talk. Now how do you keep it going? Because sometimes I say one thing, they respond, and then dead silence.
The key is to listen and follow up. If someone says, "I just came back from a trip to Japan," don't just say, "Cool." Ask more.
Like, "Oh wow, how was it? What was your favorite part?"
Yes, show genuine curiosity. And when they answer, pick up on something they said and ask about that.
So it's like following a thread.
Exactly. Conversations have threads. You pull one and it leads to another.
What if the conversation feels like it's dying?
You can switch topics. Say something like, "Oh, that reminds me," or "Speaking of which," and introduce a new subject.
Smooth transitions. I like that.
Or you can share something about yourself. Sometimes people run out of things to say because it feels one-sided. If you share a little story, it balances the conversation.
That makes sense. Give as much as you take.
Right. And don't be afraid of short pauses. A moment of silence isn't failure, it's just a breath.
I need to remind myself of that. I panic in silences.
I know you do. But think about it. In a good conversation between friends, there are comfortable silences. You don't have to fill every second.
That's true. With Lily, we can sit in silence and it's not awkward at all.
Exactly. That's the goal. Small talk might start a little stiff, but if it goes well, it can become more natural and relaxed.
So I should just breathe and not panic.
Yes, and here's another technique. If you really can't think of anything to say, you can always go back to something they mentioned earlier. Wait, you mentioned you have a dog. What kind?
Going back to previous topics. That's smart.
It shows you were listening. People love that.
Here's the thing I really struggle with. How do you end a conversation without being rude?
This is so important. You don't want to just walk away mid-sentence.
Or say, okay, bye, and run.
The key is to give a reason. Well, I should get back to work. Or, I need to grab my coffee before it gets cold. Or, it was great chatting, but I have to catch my bus.
So you're not rejecting them, you're just explaining you have somewhere to be.
Exactly. And then add something positive. Nice meeting you. Hope you enjoy your day. Let's chat again sometime.
That leaves a good impression.
It does. And if you want to keep in touch, you can say, hey, are you on Instagram? Or, can I get your number? Depending on the context.
But only if it feels natural, right? Don't force it.
Right. Small talk doesn't always lead to friendship, and that's okay. Some conversations are just nice moments with strangers.
I like that. Nice moments. Not every conversation needs to be life-changing.
Exactly. And here's another exit strategy. If you're at a party or event, you can say, I'm going to go grab another drink. It was so nice meeting you.
Oh, that's smooth. You're leaving, but it's friendly.
Or, I promised I'd say hi to someone over there, but let's continue this later. It's polite and gives both of you an out.
What if the other person just keeps talking and won't let you go?
That happens. You just have to be firm but kind. You can slowly start backing away while saying your goodbye. Body language helps.
Like inching toward the door?
Exactly. And keep repeating your exit. Well, I really should run. Eventually, they'll get the message.
Good to know. I've definitely been trapped in a conversation before.
We all have. It's part of the social dance.
Can we talk about cultural differences for a second? Because I know small talk varies a lot around the world.
So much. In some cultures, like the US or UK, small talk is almost required. You talk to strangers in lines, on the bus, everywhere.
And in some places?
In some cultures, people don't do much small talk with strangers. Silence is normal and even respectful.
So what I consider awkward silence might be totally comfortable in another country.
Exactly. My students teach me so much about this. Some of them come from cultures where it's unusual to chat with people you don't know well.
That must be confusing when they first come to the U.S.
It is. One of my students from Japan once told me, in Japan, we don't talk to strangers on the train. But here, people just start conversations with me. She was so surprised.
That must have been overwhelming.
It was at first, but she got used to it, and now she says she actually enjoys it.
That's funny. What about topics? You mentioned that some topics are okay in one place, but not another.
Yes, like in some countries, asking how much do you earn is normal. In the US or UK, it's very personal.
What about asking someone's age?
Good example. In some cultures, it's fine, even a sign of respect. But in American culture, especially for women, it can be sensitive.
So if you're learning English and practicing with people from different backgrounds, just observe first.
Yes. Watch what others do. Listen to the topics they bring up. And don't be afraid to ask, is it okay to ask about?
Being aware of differences makes you a better communicator.
It really does. And honestly, most people are forgiving if you make a mistake. If you approach it with curiosity and respect, they understand.
Last thing, how do we actually get better at small talk?
Practice. Practice, practice. Start with low-pressure situations.
Like
the barista at your coffee shop. Just say, busy day today? That's it. Small steps.
I've been doing that, and honestly, it feels good when they smile and respond.
Right. It builds confidence. Another tip, prepare a few back pocket questions or comments.
Back pocket questions.
Things you can always use. What are you up to this weekend? Have you tried anything new lately? How do you know the host, at parties.
Having a few ready takes the pressure off.
Exactly. You don't have to be creative on the spot. You just pull something from your pocket.
What's in your back pocket, Anna?
Let's see. How's your week going? Been up to anything fun lately? This weather is something, isn't it? That last one works in Seattle and Portland, where it's always raining.
So true. Lily and I always joke about the weather in Portland. It's endless conversation material.
See? You already have tools. You just don't realize it.
What about practicing online? Like, can you get better at small talk without face-to-face practice?
Good question. Watching shows and movies helps. Pay attention to how characters start and end conversations. Notice the phrases they use.
I never thought of that, like studying the dialogue.
Exactly, and podcasts too. Listen to how people chat naturally. This podcast, for example?
Nice plug.
I'm serious, though. Listening to natural conversation helps your brain absorb the rhythms and patterns. Then when you're in a real situation, it feels more familiar.
That's actually really helpful. Any other tips?
And finally, be kind to yourself. Not every conversation will flow perfectly. That's normal. Even I have awkward moments.
Really?
Of course. Last week I said, "You too," when a waiter told me to enjoy my meal. And then I just stood there realizing what I said.
Oh no, classic mistake. I've done that so many times.
Everyone has. So don't beat yourself up. Just laugh about it and move on.
I needed to hear that.
You're already doing great, Tom. The fact that you're thinking about this means you care, and that's what matters most.
All right, vocabulary time. What are the key words from today?
Let's start with small talk itself. Small talk is light, casual conversation about unimportant topics.
I'm not good at small talk. Or, we made small talk while waiting in line.
Next, awkward. This means uncomfortable, especially in social situations.
The silence was really awkward. I felt awkward not knowing what to say.
And break the ice. This means to start a conversation or make people feel more comfortable.
I told a joke to break the ice. Or, the host helped break the ice at the party.
We talked about open-ended questions. These are questions that can't be answered with just yes or no.
What did you do this weekend? Is open-ended. Did you have a good weekend? Is not.
We also mentioned the phrase, test the water. This means to carefully try something before fully committing.
I'm testing the water with this new hobby. Or, small talk is a way to test the water with new people.
And follow up. This means to continue or add to something.
She mentioned Japan, so I followed up with questions about her trip.
We used pick up on. This means to notice and respond to something.
He picked up on my accent and asked where I'm from.
Switch topics means to change what you're talking about.
The conversation was dying, so I switched topics to movies.
The phrase give as much as you take means to share equally in conversation.
Don't just ask questions. Share your own stories too. Give as much as you take.
Back pocket questions are prepared questions you can use anytime.
I keep a few back pocket questions ready for parties.
And finally, low pressure. This means situations where you don't feel much stress.
Talking to the barista is a low-pressure way to practice small talk.
Those are our vocabulary highlights.
All right, that was a great conversation about conversation.
Very meta.
Before you go, here's your challenge. This week, try one small talk conversation with a stranger. Maybe the person next to you in line or your neighbor in the elevator.
Tell us how it went in the comments. What did you say? Were you nervous? We want to hear.
And if you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share with a friend who needs help breaking the ice.
See you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.